Small businesses, women small businesses. I am here to share with you today how I'm feeling. My name is Dawn Nicole. I'm the CEO of Queen City Women in Business, where we help women small businesses across the nation get connected to corporate and government contracts faster. And listen, we got to have a conversation because there's a lot going on right now in the world. People are nervous, they're scared, they don't have direction, they don't know what to do, they didn't plan for this. And so let's have a conversation. The first thing I want to tell you is Beyond DEI. You are a business owner and entrepreneur first, and you are going to be okay. We are going to be okay. We've been through tough times before. You see, the people most impacted by supplier diversity and DEI are the people who solely relied on this pathway. And I'm going to tell you something. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to have solely relied on it. You see, because there's a path for DEI and a place for DEI and supplier diversity, but then there's also a path for you to be empowered and understand the tools and the strategies for timeless, good old relationship building that still gets you in the door. And at Queen City Women in Business, we've always taught both. The reason for that is my personal story. Personally, even though I teach DEI, I teach supplier diversity with business owners. I help them to understand the certifications, the requirements needed, what's possible. But make no mistake about it, I personally have not received anything through the DEI path. Now, that does not mean that people have not. It means I have not. And because I have not, and I've always sold my services due to who I knew, being in the room, understanding how to negotiate, understanding how to price my offer, understanding strategic listening so that I listen to what's not said and I can see a deal before it's even structured and I go for it. Because of those hard-nosed, sharp, timeless consulting strategies that I learned from the good old boys, right? I knew that there was always another path. And in Queen City Women in Business, I always taught it. Myself and my leaders always taught our women businesses that there are two paths. One was supplier diversity, which is one strategy for getting in the door. Right? It is saying, yes, I identify as such. Yes, if this program is for me, I'm going to take advantage of it. But make no mistake about it, that was never supposed to be the only path. Be empowered is one of the things that we always shared. And how do you be empowered? By knowing what to say, knowing who to go to, really understanding the value you bring, who you serve and support, and what you're capable of and what you excel at. And we teach these fundamental foundational business skills. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to be okay beyond DEI because before there was DEI, there was you. There was you. You are the core. You're the heartbeat. DEI and supplier diversity doesn't make you. You are simply taking advantage of access granted. But just like you know and I know, when they grant access, they can take it away. They can deny it. This is what we are seeing right now. This is happening before us. So we've got to be stronger. We've got to be better. We've got to master the pivot and understand how to be agile in our mindset and in our execution. And I'm here for it because my members and I always knew that we were teaching both. You can do both. And no, this isn't anger. This is passion because I'm here to help businesses win. I've been doing this. I didn't just show up in January with this conversation. If you look me up, Google me, you'll see we've been teaching this stuff. Okay. So we are not shocked and surprised. In fact, in early December, we had a town hall about how Project 2025 was going to impact women businesses and all types of businesses. And now we are seeing it play out. So what now is the question? We can either sulk, we can be mad. Now we can go march. I'm not saying you can't march, but while you march, you need to have a plan of execution because the world is not waiting for you. And in 2025, people who are looking to do business with you are expecting excellence. In 2025, it will be, mark my words, about who you can make money, save money, or bring a ton of value, okay? And so this is what we have to get good at. Where do we go from here? How do we move beyond? Luckily, the Queen City Women in Business members already know this message, but I'm going to share it with you today. There are three things, yes, three things that you will need to focus on in 2025 to be great beyond DEI, and that is my message, right? Number one, understand the foundation of what you offer. I mean, foundational business owners. This is not the time, right, for some half complete, half baked. You've got to show up like you know that you know that you know, like you not only belong in this room, but you put people to school for this room, for being at this table. You need to really fundamentally understand, and you can do that by examining a couple of C's. Your capital, right? What type of money does your business need in the next 3 months and the next 6 months and the next 12 months to survive? Do you know those numbers? Now is the time. How much does it cost to run your business monthly, right? How much will you need to expand? These are numbers you've got to get familiar with. How you get these numbers is, what do you pay for hosting? What do you pay for your building? What are you paying for apps, right? Start to tally these up. What do you pay yourself? Oh, you're not paying yourself? It's time to start. And if you don't have the money to do that, aspire to make that one of your first goals. Number one, capital. Capacity. Should you get that big contract, can you afford to say yes? There are many, many stories of women who are afforded the opportunity and then they almost go bankrupt trying to do construction contracts and large contracts. I see it every day, right? So do you have capacity? Capacity meaning the team. Do you have the capacity to scale the resources? Can you get your hand on the supplies quickly, right? Capacity. So in the event you get what you're asking for, that big contract comes and you have to deliver, that costs money, that costs time, that costs resources. Can you get your hands on it quickly? Start to assemble your network now. Don't wait. When you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Right? The next thing, capability, right? And I'm going to say not just capability, but competency. Competency is actually stronger than capability. Capability is, yes, here's what I'm able to do, but competency, this is what I'm absolutely good at because I've done it. I've got a track record. Start taking inventory of what you can bring to the table. People are going to want to see it. They're going to look for social proof. They're going to look for evidence. So start taking inventory of those things, okay? Communication. Can we see what it is you do clearly, even when you're not there to explain it? Oh, business owners, y'all know this is a big one. Many of you want to talk somebody's ear off for 30 minutes about what you do, but it should be so clear that in the first few seconds, even without you being in the room, I can look on your website, I can look at your capability statement, I can look on your LinkedIn, and I can see exactly what you do. If you need help with that, again, I'm sensing you should be a Queen City Women in Business member because we teach this, right? Not just sometimes, not when we feel like it, but every single week we're giving supplier development. Okay. So pillar one is your foundational soundness. How sound am I? Before you show up, before you campaign, before you cry out, you make sure that your house is in order. Foundational support. The second thing that you will need is it is time to create opportunities. You see, you can't complain about things you can't control. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it again because y'all know I'm getting excited. You cannot complain too deeply if you don't control anything. It is time for us to control some things. You've got to figure out what things you can control in your wheelhouse that cannot be taken away. See, part of the problem is we latch ourselves to things that can be dismissed or taken away at any time. And then we're upset. We're completely reliant on it because we didn't build anything. We didn't create anything. It is time to start creating opportunities. Donica, what does that look like? Be clearer. It is time to create jobs. Now you're going to say, how am I create job and I don't have any money? You're going to figure out how you can pay somebody. Now, when I say pay somebody in exchange for you getting something you need to, your time back, right? Maybe you pay somebody for 30 days for short-term projects, but this is how you start to add wealth to a population. You've got to be that man or that woman who can create the opportunities, not just eat off the opportunities, not just stand idly by and consume, but create those opportunities, create the job, right? Even if it's for short term in order to grow, create opportunities for people to make money through your business. Now, Donna Cole, now what do you mean? Create an affiliate program. You will find that you can build loyalty faster when you break bread with people. So if you're selling something anyway, create that affiliate program. And then thirdly, create value, not just for one, but for the masses. Find out the problem that you solve, the biggest problem for the people you serve and support, and create value that is undisputable, right? Undeniable, right? So make sure that you are creating opportunities in this way because only then can you be in control when you're the creator. Thirdly, it is time to take inventory of your alliances, your ecosystem. Every small business needs an ecosystem. You cannot do this alone. So if you are already going at this thing alone, you've already messed up. It is time to really understand who else cares about the thing I care about. Who else serves the market that I serve and support? Maybe they serve and support the same market, but they do so differently. They offer something different. That's an opportunity for a strategic partnership, my friend. And this is the thing about supplier diversity and DEI. Yes, a lot of companies, right, rolled back DEI. They took it away faster than lightning, but there are also some companies who are doubling down. So if supplier diversity still matters to you, find out who are those companies who are standing firm. Go and find that out. If that matters to you, align yourself with them. But make no mistake about it. There are also companies out there who, while they're not using the term DEI and supplier diversity because it's political, they are still getting behind small businesses. They are still wanting to see the underdog win. And so you've got to really understand and take inventory. Who is in my ecosystem? Who should I go build alliances with? Who else out there is providing similar services that's similarly modeled to my company that I can go be friends with? Because in 2025, it is no longer about who you know. It is about who knows you, who can vouch for you, who will tout your name in a crowded room. So these three pillars are exactly the new focuses for you beyond DEI, because beyond DEI, we were great. Before DEI, we were great, and we still will be, and we're going to be okay. Now, if you're one of these people talking about going back to work and, oh my gosh, I'm just going to quit, then I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about the sometimey people, the part-timey people, the ones who are already on the fence. Because if you're already on the fence, no amount of entrepreneurial messaging is going to matter to you because you have not decided. You only get rewarded when you make a decision. I'm talking about the people who are in this game for real, for good, and they are looking to grow and scale and change the world. That's who today's message is for. So if I'm talking to you, right, then I want to invite you to become a part of Queen City Women in Business by going to www.qcwib.com or subscribing to this channel so you never miss a motivational message or great content. All right, that's my time. Business owners, we're going to be great beyond DEI. You watch. Follow what I'm telling you to do. Be great. Be empowered. Let's keep going. Let's master the art of the pivot, and let's continue to be agile in our mindset and our execution. Take care.